So, guess what? The new S24 SE has been announced. It should be exciting, right? Well, let's check it out. Okay, so we got 4 mid-looking colors, and it's $649 for the 128 and 8 gig model. Okay, let's check the S24. The S24 is unavailable. What? Okay, let's check Amazon really quick. S24, and it's £565. And I already checked, it's a legit seller. It dispatches from Amazon, it's prime delivery. That's actually an insane deal. Now let's check the A55, £253. I think the price alone tells you half the story, but maybe the S24 FE has some redeeming qualities. So let's check the spec sheet. Okay, so the S24 FE has an Exynos 2400E. What the hell even is that? Okay, so apparently the only difference is the maximum frequency, which is 100 megahertz difference, so basically there is no difference. But even if it was the original Exynos 2400, I wouldn't be excited because it's not a Snapdragon. Come on Samsung, just give us Snapdragon. So I'm going to be comparing it with A55 and S24 just to show you how it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, so size wise it's 6.6 inches, 213 grams and 8 millimeters, which is basically the same as the A55 and a little bit heavier, well actually a lot heavier and a lot bigger than the original S24. Screen wise, it's an AMOLED 2X 120Hz, which is kind of confusing because if you look up online, Dynamic AMOLED 2X increases the number of times the screen updates from 60Hz to 120, but if you look at the A55, it's 120Hz, but it doesn't have the 2X, so why the 2X branding? It's just kind of confusing. The brightness is also confusing because the only spec we have is 1900 nits, which is not the brightness of the whole screen. It's not even the brightness at max brightness slider. This is basically just the brightness you could get in like a small part of your screen while watching HDR content. And then if you look at the A55, you have 1000 nits high brightness mode, which is basically full brightness while you're outside. So what I'm getting from this is they want you to think that the S24 FE is brighter than the A55, which it isn't gonna be. Also look at these bezels. The S24 FE looks like a budget low-end phone compared to the S24. That chin is actually unacceptable. As for the cameras, the main sensor is 50 megapixels, which these days it doesn't tell you anything. You have the same old crappy ultra wide, and then the macro lens gets replaced with a 3x optical zoom camera at 8 megapixels, which looks pretty generic to me. So it looks like compared to the A55, the only difference you get is the 3x zoom and the 8K, which around 3 people use. Trust me, it's useless. And you're still getting the almighty 25 watt charging and a smaller battery. Yay, how exciting. So from what I've gathered, compared to the A55, you're basically getting a faster CPU, a 3x telephoto zoom, and yeah, that's basically it. And you're paying more than double for it, like, what? And what about the S24? What are you missing out if you're buying the FE over the original model? Even though it's cheaper, well, anyway, you're getting the Armor aluminium frame, which you're not really gonna notice because you're gonna have a case on. Like seriously, who doesn't have a case on these days? You get UFS 4 storage for when you transfer stuff, higher quality camera sensors, higher quality speakers, and also you're getting an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner which basically unlocks your phone a bit quicker. And most importantly, you're getting a small compact 6.2 inch lightweight tiny phone, which for size alone, most people are probably gonna prefer. And again, for some reason, it's cheaper. I don't know why.